Hello everyone, welcome to another What If story. Today we are going to be covering What if Turles was on Vegeta's squad with part 3 of the series. But before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content. It will only motivate me to continue doing content. But with all that said, let's begin. On the last part, a whole different Frieza saga happened. Turles trained with Goku and they were able to get a lot stronger thanks to the Tree of Might boost and Zenkai's. But even though they were stronger than in canon, the Frieza soldiers and Frieza was as well. Thanks to the Tree of Might, it would look like Frieza would win this battle on Namek, but after one final sacrifice of Goku, Turles snaps and becomes a Super Saiyan, and was able to kill Frieza and escape off the planet. What would happen in this part 3 of What if Turles was on Vegeta's squad? Find out now. We kind of avoided Vegeta in the last part, but that was for a reason. Vegeta is pissed that Turles was the first Super Saiyan, and not him. And the thing that makes it worse is Turles killed Frieza. How is that possible? Turles became a Super Saiyan. It must be because of the fruits that Turles ate. He remembers Turles said that he planted trees on multiple planets. If he finds these planets, he will be able to eat as much fruits as possible. He can get the same Super Saiyan form that Turles had. Now let's skip to Earth. Everyone killed by Frieza's men are revived, with the last wish on the Namekian Dragon Balls, after the Earth Dragon Balls are used, are to revive all the Namekians. Goku saw the Super Saiyan form on Namek, so he'll aim to reach that transformation. Now with Turles, he lands on a planet called Yardrat. Turles would be confused to see this planet. His first instinct was to destroy the planet and plant the Tree of Might on it, but Turles was humbled by his transformation against Frieza, so he'll hold off on doing that. And instead, he will be impressed to see the techniques of the Yardratians. So Turles will decide to learn these techniques of the Yardratians. But this will take some time. 4 years in fact. On Earth, Goku would train with Gohan and Piccolo. He will wonder how to unlock the Super Saiyan transformation, but he has no info on how Turles became a Super Saiyan. He is unable to reach the form. Soon King Cold would have found out that Turles was the one who killed his son, and find Turles to take revenge for him killing Frieza. But he was stopped by another ship. This is where we are going to go back to Vegeta's story. He saw multiple planets with the Tree of Might fruit on it, and Vegeta gathered lots of the fruits and ate them. Vegeta would want to test his power, so knowing that King Cold was still alive, he tracked him down. Vegeta also wanted a power up, so he would regrow his tail, so he can use the Azaru form. But this will be irrelevant for now. I know I just gave Vegeta something, but trust me, this will be important in the next few parts. King Vegeta would laugh at Vegeta. What is he doing here? Was he the one to kill Frieza? But Vegeta would tell the truth. No, he didn't. But he will be the one to defeat King Cold. King Cold would laugh at Vegeta. Defeat him? Don't make him laugh. But Vegeta would pull out a Tree of Might fruit and eats it. At this time, Vegeta ate many fruits, and this last one was special. Vegeta starts to feel a surge of power as he charges up. Vegeta's hair would grow to an insane length. Vegeta would yell, unlocking the evil Saiyan form. Yes, this is the Dragon Ball Super Heroes form, but Heroes is not canon, as well as Turles, and this What If. And since the Tree of Might was a major part of Turles' character, and it's the thing that causes his transformation, I thought this would make sense. Even though Turles is not the one getting this form, because of Turles being in this What If, let's make this form be in this What If as well. But give it to a new character, just so Turles can get something different later. King Cold would put out a scouter to see Vegeta's power level, but when he tries to scan the power of Vegeta, the scouter breaks. Vegeta would laugh. What is wrong, Cold? Are you scared? King Cold would actually be a little terrified, but he smiles. Not at all. Before he rushes at Vegeta, but Vegeta was able to catch the fist of King Cold and would break the hand of the previous Emperor. King Cold would yell in agony, asking Vegeta, what did he do to his hand? Vegeta would laugh. Oh, don't worry. You won't even live to remember your broken hand. King Cold would look up at Vegeta, and Vegeta would just kick King Cold in the face, sending him flying. King Cold would catch himself and try to shoot a supernova at Vegeta, but Vegeta would just laugh, yelling, how about this? as he fires a big bang attack at the supernova. The two attacks will collide, and when the smoke clears, King Cold would see a purple light. Then, he'll see Vegeta in front of him. King Cold would try to plead for mercy, but Vegeta would ignore this plea, as he yells, "This is for everything you have done. Gallic Gun." Vegeta would send the attack at King Cold, and with this attack, King Cold is defeated. Now, more time will pass, and Vegeta would train on random planets, in space, and Turles is training on Yardrat. On Earth, a person from the future will return to the past, and this person is Turles? What happened? Isn't Turles in space? Why is he acting weird? When everyone heard a sound in the middle of nowhere, they went to the place they heard the sound, and Goku would notice something different about Turles, and Goku would ask, what happened to Turles' eye? But Turles would tell Goku that he is not the same Turles that he knew. Goku and everyone else would be confused, but Turles would say that he is from the future, and at this time, he should still be on Yardrat training. Everyone will ask, wait a minute, what is a Yardrat? Is that some kind of food? But speaking of Turles, he teleports to the planet, and he'll have a shocked expression on his face. Who is this imposter? He teleported here because he sensed the power that seemed like his own. Turles would transform into a Super Saiyan, but future Turles would tell present Turles to stop. Present Turles would yell at his future self to explain, and explaining future Turles does. In the future timeline, 4 years after the Frieza saga, the androids 17 and 18 will attack, and the Z fighters had to fight the android. Goku was able to unlock the Super Saiyan form, but he was unable to help because he was killed by the androids. Turles was on Yardrat at the time, so he had to be caught up by Gohan. Without Vegeta, all the Z fighters died quicker. Turles tried to find Vegeta using an ability of the Yardrat's instant transmission, but he was unable to. It's like somehow he got killed in space. So Turles had to help everyone, and he was able to save Gohan and Piccolo. Turles told Gohan to stay with Bulma, and he did so, while Turles went to save Piccolo. Android 17 tried to incapacitate Piccolo, but Turles powered up into a Super Saiyan and went to save Piccolo. But when saving Piccolo, his eye was destroyed by Android 17 attacking Turles. Turles yelled in agony, with blood coming out of his eye. Android 17 would be shocked, and who might this be? Piccolo would tell Turles that he has to get out of here, but Turles would just laugh. This is nothing, as Turles shows off his true power in Super Saiyan, as he splits himself into multiple clones. They'll all shoot kill drivers at the androids, and this will make them jump up, but the dust from the attack blinded the androids long enough for Turles and Piccolo to escape. When Turles and Piccolo goes to Capsule Corp, Bulma would be shocked to see Turles with his eye gone. She would ask if Turles wanted his eye fixed, but Turles would decline. There's no time for that. The androids are stronger than any other threat he saw before. He did not want to come back to this planet so quickly after defeating Frieza, but he has to help train the next generation, because even though Earth isn't his home, Turles feels like he has to protect Earth for the sake of Goku. So Turles would stay on Earth, and 14 years would pass as Piccolo and Turles would train up Gohan and Trunks, so they are all stronger than in canon. Turles was not able to find other levels beyond Super Saiyan, but he was able to help Gohan and Trunks unlock Super Saiyan. Multiple fights happened against the androids, with fights ending in the androids' victory. Piccolo would think that there needs to be some kind of sacrifice, and he should be the one to do it, but Turles would tell him not to, saying that they need all the power they can get. But one day, Piccolo ignored these words from Turles. Who does Turles think he is anyways? He's the one who left Earth, leaving everybody to die. Why should he trust him? And these androids need to go down. And he remembered the events on Namek. Turles transformed because of rage. If he is able to make these fighters transform because of rage, then his job in the living world is complete. For the sake of Turles, the last Saiyan, Gohan and Trunks, the last half-breeds, and for the rest of the living people who are on Earth, he has to do this. Piccolo will begin to say goodbye to everyone as he blasts to the android's location, alone. The androids will be shocked to see Piccolo, asking if he is just asking for death. He doesn't even have the kids or Turles with him, but Piccolo would ignore them as he powers up to his max power and rushes at the androids. A few days would pass, and Piccolo would awaken, and he would be shocked to see that he is alive. Turles would yell at Piccolo, asking what was he thinking? If they all together couldn't defeat the androids, why would he think that he could do anything against him? Piccolo would say that he wanted to have one final chance to defeat the androids without involving the sand, but he failed. Bulma would enter the room, and she'll say that she was making a time machine, and if one of them are able to go back in time, all of this could possibly be avoided. Turles and Gohan would talk about which one of them will be the one to go back in time, because Piccolo is injured, and he won't be able to fight for at least a couple of months. But after a while, it was agreed that Turles would be the one to go back in time. He doesn't look as different as Gohan does, so everyone will be able to recognize him, and it will be more likely that the Z Fighters will listen to him instead of Gohan. So Turles went back in time, and now that is where we are now. Present Turles would be enraged that this happened, but Future would say not to beat himself up, because there wasn't much that he can do. Both Turles here now, they probably have a chance against the androids. Everyone will thank Future Turles. Before he leaves, back to the future, Turles will train with everyone on Earth, but he remembers that Future Turles tried to contact Vegeta, but was unsuccessful, so he wonders if he was able to contact Vegeta. Turles would put 2 fingers on his forehead and would try to find Vegeta, and after a while, he was able to locate Vegeta and teleport to his location. But that is where we are going to leave it off for right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to give it a like, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the content. And if you ever want a what if done by me, if anything isn't clear in the video, and you need an explanation, or if I just messed up on the story of Dragon Ball, leave a comment down below. But with all that said, I'll see you all in the next video. See ya, and until we meet again.